Now I want to generate an error into this program. What that error is, I am just removing the semicolon from, that is the syntax. You have to write down a semicolon after each statement. So I am going to remove this semicolon, delete. Then I save this program, and after saving I want to execute this program. So you can observe that when I compile this program again, so there may be some error. So I'm going to compile this program. So you can see the error at the bottom. And what is that? Function in main expected semicolon before return. Very important thing is this, right? What this is indicating, expected semicolon. I removed the semicolon from the output line, so I must have to write down this semicolon over there. So I am going to edit my program and place the semicolon over there, and then so this is called error. And what I am going, removing error. Error is called bug, and removing error is called debug. So I want to debug this. So I want to place the semicolon here and recompile. After saving the program, I want to recompile the program. Now you can see at the bottom, compilation result, error 0, warning 0, file name this. Now you can run the program. So you observed how the errors are and how errors are removed. Removing error is called debugging, and error is known as, suppose I am removing one more, I'm including one more error and return 0. And we'll observe what will be the effect of removing this return 0, whether it will be error or not. Execute, compile. So no error. And when I run this program, so still we have the same things and no impact is there, right? So it means by default, it will take output 0 to there. If I remove this hash include statement from this program and want to check what will be the effect of that, the C out was not declared. So you can see the error. What the error is, C out was not declared in this scope. So C out is what? C out is a command of output. But the code needed to run this C out command is available in stdio.h. So you must have to write down that command, stdio stream, hash include IO stream, that must be included in your program, because this C out is closely related to this stream. If I want to use this command in my program, then this stream must be included. Otherwise, I will not have the output appropriately, and there will be an error into the program, and that error, you can see the error of this nature. Now I run the basic program in which I have only one output statement. If we have to declare some variable in my program, and along with the variable I want to input some value of calculations. So that can be seen in this program. In this program, the first two lines are called the comment line. These two are the comment line. In line number 1, int vars.cpp. This is the name of the program that the author used. This program, I did not made this program. This program made by the author of the book, intvars.cpp, and he saved this file of this program by intvars.cpp. This is called source file. So what the source file is, the actual code in CPP is called source code or source file. So this is my source file. Second line is also a comment line. What this program does, demonstrate integer variables. So it demonstrates two integer variables. This is the preprocessor directives, and then int main and blank, as all of you are familiar. Int var1, a variable, integer variable var1. Name of the variable I choose var1. I can choose the variable name as int x. Int x. Instead of var1, I can use xy. Int y. Instead of var2, variable 2. var2 means variable 2. I can use y. So that is not, and these two are the comment lines of individual lines. So you can remove these two lines. This is just for your reference, what this program, what these two lines are indicating. Now, what are the next lines in this program? So the next line in the programs are var1 is equal to 20. var1 is equal to 20 is a assignment statement. What this does, this will assign the value to the variable 1. So in memory, a var1 is created, variable 1 is created, and now 20 will be stored in that. So this is the 20 which assigned to the variable this. Now var2 is equal to var1 plus 10. So another variable var2, up to now var2 is blank, but now what I did a calculation, var1 plus 10. The value of var1 is 20, and 20 plus 10 becomes 30. The value of var2 becomes 30. Now in next line, next two lines I have output. This is a string, simple string. var1 plus 10 is, this will be shown as it is in the output. So on the screen, output will be what? var1 plus 10 is, this will be printed as it is on the screen. And then because there is no AND statement here, so the value of var2 will be presented here, 30. And after printing the value of var2, AND did what? Move the cursor to the next line. Cursor will blink here and return 0, program will end. What is the purpose of this AND? If there is a next cout statement, then the printed on the next line. Now I want to run this program into the compiler and compile this program, and you execute this program. Now copy this code from here and paste it into the compiler and now I paste the command from the book to the compiler IDE. This is called IDE, Integrated Development Environment. So in this IDE, there are certain extra lines you can see here, like chapter 238. These two lines are the extra lines. I must have to remove these two lines because this will cause error. Now chapter 2, this is removed, and only the two lines I have, int var1 and int var2. Then var1 adding 10 is added, and lines are represented with the outputs. So I am going to compile this program. Before going to compile this program, I want to save this program by indvar.cpp. But this is not necessary. I can name any of this program, but it is my responsibility. So my first program, I'm going to change the name of this program as my first program.cpp. So I want to save this program as my first program.cpp. So this program, my first prog.cpp. So I think .cpp will automatically be considered. I have just to save this file. Now I will compile and execute, compile some errors. And what the errors are, error says 1, 2, 3 in program, 2, 3, 3 in program, function int main expected semicolon before that. There are some errors, we have to focus on that errors, and we must have to debug this error, because without debugging I can't run this program. Now I am going to compile this program, and you can see highlighting the light highlighting in the two lines. One line is a dark brown highlighted. This is error in line number here. Semicolon is expecting here. It is not the error of semicolon because semicolon is there, but these inverted commas becomes an error. And there is a one in line number 1 which is red, highlighted red. So I'm going to first correct the error of double quotation marks, because this is very important. So how can I remove this error? Just place a double quotation mark again here. So I place a double quotation mark here, and the string that I want to show is to be placed into this quote, and remove the previous quotes from there. Now this is the edited screen, and in the edited program I want to save it again, and after saving I want to compile it. Now after compiling you can see that there is no error. So it means the error is there is no error in the file. I can execute that. Now I am going to run this program. When I run this program, you can observe what will be the output of this program. So as you are expecting, there are the two cout line. One cout line is indicating var1 plus 10, and the second line indicates we have var2 and l. So I want to run this command. So as we expecting, var1 plus 10 is the output. Now you can see the black screen. var1 plus 10 is 30. This is the output. So var1 plus 10 is what? Is a string up to the is, and 30 is what? This is the value of var2. So it's totally depend on you whether you want to print the value of the variable, or you want to just see some string constant into there. So that totally depend on you. Now I am going to make a one complete program that will input some of your mark sheets, and some variable of marks are to be generated and will be used here, and compiled here for the purpose of demonstrations. Now we are going to write down a complete program. In this program, we want to input some marks in few subjects like physics, chemistry, and math. And then we calculate the total of these three subjects and finding the percentage of these three. Then in the output, I want to show the total as well as percentage. So how many variables are needed and what are the variables? So I want to declare some variable float, physics, comma, chemistry, comma, math. So these are the three variables. I want to create the two more variable which are total or marks obtained, comma, percent, semicolon. Be careful that whatever the variable name you are choosing cannot be your reserved words, right? After completing these variable, now I want to input some data into the three variables. So we have to write down cout what in a string. I have to input Mars in physics. This is the input line or comment line, and I can with the semicolon, and I have seen to input these marks into the variable physics. These two lines are to be copied 3 times. Why? Because these are the same lines for physics, for chemistry, and for mathematics. So I am just going to change input marks in chemistry and input marks in math. And also I have to change the variable into the Cin statement. My variable for chemistry is ch, and my variable for math is empty. So now you can see the input output and input. This is the output line, this is the input line. Now I have to calculate the total. The formula for the total is what? Total is equal to, no, I did not use the total as a variable. My variable is marks obtained. Marks obtained is equal to pH plus ch plus empty with semicolon over there. And the next line will be the calculation of percentage, and the variable is percent. Percent is equal to marks obtained divided by 300 multiplied by 100. This is the formula for computing the percentage. Now I want to show the two variables, marks obtained and percentage. Now the marks obtained, Cout marks obtained by student out of 300 is equal to, and Cout what? A variable. The name of the variable is marks obtained, and then handle, and then semicolon. Now the next line is also a Cout line which represent the percentage. So I am going to control C and control V. Cout percentage obtained by student is equal to, and we have to change the variable, and the name of the variable is percent, and NL. And finally I have a return 0 and a semicolon. This program is now finished. I want to compile and run the program. Now we are going to compile this program. To click on execute, compile, or press F9. Now you can see some errors here. I am going to highlight these errors. One error is there, int main marks obtained was not declared in the scope. The marks obtained is not declared in the scope. That is the error. Marks, there may be a spelling error. So I have to check the spelling of each and everywhere of the variable marks obtained. Marks obtained. And this is the error in line number 22. In line number 22, marks obtained. Yes, now you can see the error here in line number 22. In line number 22, I misspelled the variable marks, marks. I missed the letter T here. Marks obtained लिख दिया with instead of marks obtained. So I'm going to correct this and recompile this program. Now the correction is what? Just press enter, obtain. Now I'm going to recompile the program and check error 0, warning 0 means it's Fine. The compilation performed successfully. Now going to execute this program. In the run command, you can see the output. I'm changing the screen share. Now, input marks in physics. Now I have to input the marks like 65, press enter. Input marks in chemistry. Now I'm going to press 75. Then I have input marks in maths. I press 80. After these three inputs, what the next statement is, total is computed, percentage is calculated, and these two will be printed. Now marks obtained by the student out of 300 is 220. 65 plus 75 plus 80 is 220, and 220 divided by 300 multiplied by 100, 73.33 is the percentage. It means the program is 100% correct, the output is 100% correct, and that's all. Now at the, if I remove the AND statement from this program and execute the program again, the two things I have to remove. One thing is AND and other thing is the arrow signs. So these two lines I am going to erase and recompile the program and see the output of this program after this removal. So these two, and there will no error in the program because this was not mandatory to put the AND at the each line of the cout, but output will be different. Now I want to execute this program and compile. Now output is here. Input the marks for physics 67, marks in chemistry 78, marks in math suppose 59, and you can see the output. What change is there? Marks obtained by a student out of 300 is equal to 204, and just adjacent to the 204, you can see the percentage obtained by the student is 68, and line will not be changed. The line, you can see the line will not be changed. So I am going to put the AND statement again and want to show it that AND statement is a appropriate way to handle. Now I am putting the AND statement here. AND, and you can place AND multiple times. If you want, suppose you want to place the 3 or 4 line gaps in between that, AND, and in the same way, but I'm just going to run the program. Now you can see the output, compile and run. Marks in 78, chemistry is 45, math is 76. You can see 199 total, and there is a gap of 2 lines in between that and percentage. So as many lines you want to see into your output as a gap, so you can place as many AND into your program.